Massive job cuts at Amazon. Overnight, the company announcing it'll eliminate approximately 14,000 roles. This is the largest corporate layoff of the year, one of the largest in Amazon's history. NBC senior business correspondent Christine Romans joins us now. Christine, this may be preview of coming attractions. The AI boom is real, and it's meaning a lot of jobs are going away.
It really is, and this is 14,000 at Amazon, and people will start to get that notice here today. The company says it needs to be lean and remain more nimble in this age of generative AI. They want to operate like the world's largest startup, they say, and they call AI the most transformative technology since the internet. They want to reduce layers. They want to be able to move quickly to harness this so that they can make more money and serve their customers. Quite interesting, the ground that is changing here. And, you know, when you look at what Amazon is saying, it talks about next year into 2026. It will be hiring in some places, but it will be looking into 2026 for ways that it can continue to operate like the world's largest startup.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gag with Geach. I am your boy Geach, and y'all listen, these layoffs going on around the country is getting real out here in the field, and right now Amazon is feeling it. So without further ado, let's get back into these video clips. Now, I wanted to pull up this article here by CNN, which states that the layoffs could reach up to 30,000. Beth Giletti, which is Amazon's senior vice president, she says, "What we need to remember is that the world is changing quickly. This generation of AI is the most transformative technology we've seen since the internet, and it's enabling companies to innovate much faster than before." Amazon has over 350,000 corporate employees, according to a 2024 survey filed in the U.S. Equal Opportunity Commission. So the cuts represent about 4% of the company's overall staff. Layoffs will begin Tuesday, October 28th, which is today. Most employees will be given 90 days to look for new roles internally, while people that can't get new jobs at Amazon will be given severance pay and additional benefits.
Couldn't get any worse, guys. Amazon just announced that in their 30-year history of the company, guys, they're having their largest layoff. Over 30,000 people is fixing to lose their jobs. Now, let that sink in. 30,000 people, men, women, with families, disabilities, whatever, people who wake up each and every day, who go to work to provide for their families, working 10, 12 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week. Now they have to look defeat, the pink slip in the face, knowing that during some of the most crucial times in American history, they're going to be without an income. Imagine knowing that you done gave a job 10 to 15, 30 years of your life, and now because of whatever it is, whether it's the government shutdown, the lack of funds, whatever it may be, you're not even going to be able to have the income to be able to provide for your family. See, if anybody knows anything about getting laid off, is this guy right here, being someone who got laid off 6 times before I eventually got fired after being a welder for 14 years. Guys, this is the reason why I've been telling people there's no better time than for you to be able to come online, start your own online business, and generate an income from home.
Amazon will lay off.
Now, this next guy here in this clip, he's an Amazon employee, and he's going to basically say he don't know if he's getting a layoff. But if he does, he really doesn't care, because it's going to give him time to go start up his own business. So let's see what he has to say.
30,000 people. I'm an Amazon engineer. I could be next, but I don't give a fuck. Here's why. Every single day, I feel like I wasn't working for growth. I was walking away from getting fired. Just trying to survive another review cycle. I worked years to get here, grind through college, interview. For this, to just not get fired? Fuck it. In big tech, we are just a number on a spreadsheet. Whether you got laid off today or manager out tomorrow. So if I got that email tomorrow, here's what I would do. I would move somewhere cheaper, build my own distribution channel, directly sell my skills or product, own my own career. And actually, I already made this decision 2 months ago. I plan to leave Amazon and start my own business overseas, probably by the end of this year. Because I want to control my own future. The safe pace, that was golden age privilege, a brief moment in time. That era is gone, not coming back. So I'm building.
And like he said, he wants to take control of his future. Y'all, I feel like in these times that we live in, yes, if you have a job, please hold on to your job as best you can, because jobs are laying off at vast numbers, and they are not hiring anytime soon, and it's hard for people to find jobs out here. But also, if you are laid off, try to use that time to start your own business. Or if you don't want to start your own business, get some type of side hustle. Invest in yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say, because you just never know. And you can't be dependent upon these jobs. You have to kind of like grind, hustle, and create something for yourself. That's seems like that's the only way we're gonna make it in this world today. So
On pass. No idea if it works. About to see how.
If you missed my last video, I just got laid off and I found out while I'm on vacation in Mauritius. I just talked to my family and I'm not gonna lie, they were not helpful at all. I'm kind of like at this point thinking it's a divine intervention. I'm not freaking out. I'm also still very much in shock, and I think my family, they're definitely a grounding force and one to remind me of logistics and the job market, and honestly it's not very helpful. So I think for the time being, I'm going to refrain from really talking about it with my family, but I'm going to talk with you internet people because I don't know y'all. And yeah, if you've been laid off before, let me know what you did in the first week of your layoffs. Did you just immediately start applying to new roles, or did you take some time off? I'm just coming back from vacation, so it's not even like I need a vacation, but I definitely want to hear how other people handle it.
I think some.
and I think that's a great point. If you have experienced the layoff, drop down in the comments. Let us know. I love reading y'all comments. So let us know how you handling it. How did you handle it when it happened to you? Because we would love to know. So just to get a different perspective.
Of us need to start the just in case plan, because I just saw that Amazon is supposed to be laying off 300,000 people, and AI is going to take those positions, I guess, whatever that position is. But we already know some of those Amazon companies already have the robots working, the self-working robots. With that being said, some of y'all that's on here laughing at people and looking down on people, y'all better hope that y'all ain't next in line, or should I just use the word we not next in line. Y'all better start getting along with y'all family members, because some of y'all may have to start moving back together and start paying 5 different rent. Brother, sister, cousin living everywhere else. Y'all might have to come together and just figure it out. But all I'm going to say is we need to start pre-planning. We need to start figuring it out, because I'm not going to lie, it looked like it's going to get worse before it get better. Because if y'all think all these jobs that they laying off is going to suddenly come back, no, some jobs may come back, but not all of them.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You got to try to use this time to create something for yourself, because it just seems like these jobs are laying off so abruptly, and it's hard to get jobs out here. So you got to try to use this time as best you can to start something for yourself. It's easier said than done. I do know that. We kind of got to be creative. You got to think outside the box. Get online, create you some content. I know a lot of people doing that. Hell, I'm doing that right now with y'all, creating some content. One, because I do enjoy doing this as well, but also it's a possibility that I could get paid from this in the future. So just got to think outside the box and, invest into yourself. Get something else going.
Not all of them. So before we start, there's a saying, before y'all start digging holes for somebody else, dig 2.
Hey, Izzy here. I just wanted to talk to a little bit about what's been going on with Amazon. So I would just finish the gym, and all I've seen on the news is Amazon is cutting up to 30,000 employees. It's about 4% of our total number of employees. Like, we have 350,000, over 350,000 over the world. And I think I just want to make it really clear that, like, today is a day where we have to really empathize and be there for people working at Amazon. I don't know who's getting laid off. I'm kind of just sitting here by my emails, like, a little stressed, but there's nothing I can do about it. They are cutting the number of jobs due to, like, AI sort of being more innovating and, like, speeding up the rate that we're working, and we don't really need the number of, I think teams are just being reduced in general. Overall, I think just have, like, a bit of empathy for anyone working at Amazon today. If you know a friend, just, like, check in. Like, there's nothing we can say necessarily to make anything better, but I think just, like, being there for someone and, like, making sure they feel seen and, supported is super important. So if you do know anyone working at Amazon today, just, like, have a little bit of empathy and just be aware that that's happening. So
all right, the tech layoffs continue. I got an email this morning from Amazon that 14,000 people were laid off, and I got an email from my VP that our design org was impacted. So just wanted to say, if you have been impacted by these layoffs, or you've received a return to hub mandate, and now you're looking for a job, if you want to DM me and want help on your resume or your portfolio, I would be happy to help however I can. I am a UX and conversation designer. So I'm sorry this happened and it sucks, but something better is definitely going to come of it. And it's going to be a good change in the long run. I know it.
What does a cut of this size mean at a company like Amazon?
So layoffs are never good, but I want to highlight that this announcement this morning comes in tandem with Amazon adding 250,000 additional workers this holiday season. Right,
250,000?
Right, for warehousing, transportation, getting your holiday presents to you.
A quarter of a million people? Am I doing the math right?
That is
It's
right.
such a big company.
It's such
really
a big company.
mind-boggling.
So this is coming at the corporate level, and so this isn't Amazon isn't doing well or consumers aren't spending. This is them saying, we've got a lot of areas in the corporate level that we think we can be more efficient on, and we're going to take some of those resources away, and then we're going to add some resources in an area that we think is going to be growth worthy, which is AI. I mean, I visited one of those most technologically advanced warehouses a couple of months ago. You had robots working hand in hand with humans. We talked to executives. They said, yes, AI, automation, it is going to mean less jobs in some areas, but more jobs in other areas. And that's what you're seeing today.
Besides this news and the labor market, what other indicators give us an insight into the state of the economy right now?
The consumer sentiment one for me is a big thing because it has hit a 5-month low. But if you really peel back the onion, middle income consumers, low income consumers, they are feeling more nervous about prices. And so the takeaway is at the highest level, the economy is growing, but it's K-shaped. If you're wealthy, you're spending, you're investing in the stock market, you're going like this. If you're lower income, you are pulling back, you're putting money on your credit cards, you're going like that. That's where the K comes from, the two-speed economy.
I was one of the 14,000 employees that were affected today. They sent out an email at 5 a.m. Seattle time. I think so that people don't have to go to the office if they are laid off. I'm still processing what has just happened. I guess I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for what to think, what to feel if that actually happens to me. I will have 90 days to find a job within Amazon, and then after that, if I don't find a job, I will have some severance package, which will last for a few more months. So that's not bad. Yeah.
30,000, not 300, not 3,000, 30,000 people. And this white collar purge continues with Amazon announcing massive layoffs. I think confirmed 14,000, but they're not denying the other 16,000. And my guess is what's happening is they're going to take 14,000 now, wait to get through the holiday season to make sure they don't disrupt their valuable seasonal flow, and then another 16,000 plus into next year. So 30,000 people in all white collar. So man, if this isn't the wake up call that you needed as a Gen Xer still hanging on in corporate, this is just going to be the start again. Think about this. This is a company that's doing well, right? Maybe their net income was down a little bit, but I looked up their Q2 numbers. So revenue, 167 billion, up 13% from the year before. Net income up to 18.2 billion. That's net income, 18.2 billion, over 13.5 in 2024. And their market cap is 2.24 trillion dollars. And yet we need to cut 30,000 people who are no longer with jobs. And these are 30,000 jobs that aren't coming back. So again, if you're a Gen Xer thinking, hey, if I get laid off, I'm going to go find something else. It's not going to be out there. This profits over people is full steam ahead right now. And again, I'm all for capitalism. Like, these companies should make as much money as they want. And if I'm a shareholder, that's what I want as well, right? Find those short-term profits. But you're not going to see a dime of it. And or if you do have some stock options that are worth money, you better make sure that they can't cut you, right? Or you lose your options if they cut you. If they're fully vested, then you have no problem other than cashing them out anyway.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all checking out another episode of Gag with Geach and hanging out with me. But yeah, let me know if you are one of the Amazon employees that's experiencing the layoffs right now. Let me know how you're handling it mentally. You know, if you've experienced any type of layoff, drop down in the comments, or just overall, let me know how you would feel about all the layoffs that's going around the country right now. And again, I love reading y'all comments, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Geach out.